stop looking for your daddy in these men.
Come on, sis. Yes.
Because what's happening is they're raising a lot of sons now as single moms, and our men are not able to express themselves healthily, but also it's a lot of damage that has been done to our generation in regards to the fathers and what happened before we got to this point. So, like, that's the crack era, right? That's the mass incarceration. And so a lot of our fathers, our dads, are absent. And so now we have a generation of us that are kind of like the baby boomers right now, where we're having kids and we want to be able to build families, but we just don't know how, right? And so I would say we all have masculine and feminine energy within ourselves, and so it's up to us to do the work to identify what those parts of ourselves are needed for. And we don't have to be aggressive, and we don't have to be over masculine and bossy all the time. Like, we need those parts of ourselves. But when it's controlling you, it does something to our health. Like, so now we do have heart issues. We do grow facial hair because all the testosterone.
Talk about it.
It's important for us to heal that relationship with the masculine. And to realize that even though our fathers may not have been there, or even if they were and it wasn't healthy for us, we don't get to write the story for every man after that, you know? So it's our job to be able to be using your discernment and not blaming men, because men have their own journey.
Let's talk about it.
And learning how to date yourself. Like, stop looking for happiness outside of yourself. Yup. And you do the work and find what happiness means to you, because it may not even be just a man, you know? Elders, we forgive you and we love you.
Wow, deep.
You know, like, we know that during those times it was very hard and challenging. I can't imagine having to go through those things. Like, you can't go into a certain space. Like, you may go get shot. Like, I can't imagine living like that in this day and time where we just freely go everywhere. But at some point, right, they had to push the envelope and advocate for change. They had to break the rules. They had to step outside the barriers, because you can't create change without disruption. And so what's happening now is everything is being disrupted, where people feeling like we losing hope.
Right.
In my eyes, this is a time for us to come together and use our resources and support things like this, your education, this podcast, right? Everything that you're doing in healthcare. It's important for us to realize that our gifts that we share with each other are not limited to a title.
Right.
Like, it's not because you are a podcast host and you do all these things and it's not that. It's the essence of who you are, and how do we give back by allowing ourselves to forgive the elders, like, and tell them thank you.